Hey guys, it's Tiffany of Tough Angel Books, and for this book talk, I'm going to be talking about Reboot by Amy Tintera. Well, I read this within about a week. I could have read it faster, but I had a few things I need to do. But still, I gave this a 3-star review, not 3.5, not 3.75, or 3.25, just a 3-star review. It is a good storyline, but I have a few issues with it. What I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the story. This is about a girl named Ren. She's 16 years old and has spent 5 years in the HARC Institute. Now, HARC means Human Advancement and Repopulation Center, and Ren is someone who died due to the KDH illness, which is named after a city called Kill Devil Hill. Hey guys, so I just realized I made a mistake in my review. Ren did not get killed by ADH. She got killed by getting shot 3 times, and you actually find that out pretty early in the story. So, my bad. Where it outbreak, and because of that illness, she died for 178 minutes, so just shy of 3 hours, and she did like what the title called. She rebooted. She came back as someone who's stronger and less human than when she died. And these reboots are all people who are trained in combat and to they're pretty much like to follow military orders without knowing anything of what they're doing or why they're doing it. So no one actually questions anything they do until Callum, who was dead for 22 minutes, which is the shortest time on record, showed up. And then he starts questioning everything, and it's like he still acts like a human. He's basically still human, just stronger and faster, and yeah. This was an interesting read. I did enjoy the book. My only problems with it was it's pretty much a mashup between Maze Runner and The Hunger Games, where you're put in a situation and you're not supposed to ask questions until one day you start asking questions. The thing about this is, like, I didn't mind that it reminded me of Hunger Games and Maze Runner. Those are 2 phenomenal books. Not gonna talk about the movies, but they're phenomenal books, and this is a good book. Like don't take my pausing or hesitation as a sign of you're not gonna like it. Like, I would definitely suggest this because this is a very good, it's an interesting take on the dystopian world. And so when I remember reading, no, this was one of my booktube buys. I bought it because a lot of booktubers were talking about it, and this is a good book, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna go out and buy Rebel and continue the duology, just because this does remind me so much of Hunger Games and Maze Runner, and there are so many things about this. There's a few more things I actually don't like about this book, and that's in the last like 4 or 5 chapters, so much happens, you can't completely register what all happened. It's like, well, why did that happen? Like, how did that happen? It's like, it does give a small explanation, but it does kind of leave you with a lot of questions of like, okay, but why didn't this like get expanded into a couple more chapters so you could get a couple more details on the situation. But it's like you read this book, it is a very good book. It does
definitely grip your attention because I read like 200 pages of this in one sitting, and this is a 365 page book, so like I read more than half the book in one sitting. That is pretty much my opinions on this, but it is a good read. I would recommend it if you want to continue the dystopian genre and you do love Maze Runner and Hunger Games, because this is a good book, and there is no love triangle. That's a bonus. There was no love triangle, so that's another bonus. There's no love triangle in here, thank God. But that is it for this book talk for Reboot by Amy Tintera. If you read this book, you know, share your opinions down below. If you haven't read this book, are you now willing to go watch it, or are you now willing to go read it, or has my review kind of made you very hesitant to go read this? Leave your comments down below. I'm guaranteed to post a video every Tuesday with a random one every now and again. So if you want to see those videos when they come up, hit the subscribe button down below, and if you enjoyed this video, or if you've read the book and you agree with what I said, hit the thumbs up, and until next time, happy reading!